Pardon me, everyone. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. My life of leisure is not leisuring. Okay, I'll be right there, everyone. Hold on. It's gonna be showtime. Oh no, that's the Yankees theme song. No, no more. Yankees, that's it. I'm done with you. Never again. Never again. But I'll hold on to all my Yankee memorabilia. That I'll do. Because without Yankee memorabilia, well, the memorabilia won't be the memorabilia. Hello? Is that you? Hi, Sarah. Oh my God. It's the lead paints, everybody. Again, I have to blame the New York City planners. No, the EPA. Let's put lead in the paint and let's have people eat the paint while their parents are busy with their other children washing dishes and doing laundry. The other kids will be taking the paint off the paint chips and putting it in their diaper. And then me, like I said, because, well, I learned how to count money young. Um, I was I was stashing that paint in my diaper. I was, and I was selling it. I was I was nickel bagging those paint. Oh God, hold on, I'm looking for my holder thing. Like I said, when they made these things, they didn't account for having well, the buttons. Hold on, everybody, hold on. The show's about to start. I need another theme melody song. Let's see, another melody song. That's another melody song. Time won't give me time, and time makes a lover feel like they got something real. And you and me, you know we got nothing. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to stick this thing in here so I have a little bump, like a bump stock. And a bump stock is used for different things, not only poo-poos. A bump stock is also used on electrical equipment, engineering equipment, stuff that ignites engines. Okay, hold on, everybody. This is just no. This is really not fun. But I just want to talk about. Well, I want to talk about some pop culture here. Hold on. All right, so I got you there. No, I don't want my volume to be turned off. Is that right? Is that right? Wow, my eyes are so dark. I just put a product in my hair and oil to try to tame it down. Um, but okay, pop culture. Yesterday, last night, I watched Real Housewives of Rhode Island. I loved it. I thought it was really, really funny. And the one girl, Jo Ellen, Jo Ellen is Teresa Giudici's Real Housewife look-alike. I mean, she reminds me so much of Teresa, so much of Teresa. And what reminded me a lot of Teresa was when um, the lady Joellen was getting her hair, her makeup. Hold on, let me get my tea. I gotta share this. I have to have my input now about the housewife. Hold on. Oh, that Wag Bakari tea, delicious. You have to buy it. I highly, highly recommend that tea. Um, yeah, so that lady, she reminds me of Teresa. And when she was getting her hair and makeup done, they were at that rental house for their party. It reminded me of when Teresa was. The scene took me back to when Teresa, because I watched The Housewives, and Atlanta was my favorite, and then Jersey. Um, when Teresa was getting her hair and makeup done, I think they just had the baby. Yeah, she just had her little girl, her daughter Adriana, and yeah, she was having her hair and makeup done, and they were celebrating the house. Was it Adriana? Yeah, it was Adriana. Anyhow, she reminded me of that, of Teresa, that scene. Very funny, very lighthearted. I like the way she talks. She's got that like, she's got almost like that Red Sox, that Boston. You know, it's like Boston, like a Boston attitude. That's not a Boston attitude. Gotta get the car. Gotta get the car keys. You know what, water? So anyway, that's the latest in pop culture news in my eyes. But I have to get my tea. Hold on. This tea, everyone. If you're a tea drinker, look for this brand called Wag Bakri. Wag Bakri. It's made in India. Delicious, delicious tea. Oh my God, nothing like it. Nothing like it. I'm on my second cup. My second cup of white coffee. And it has to be at room temperature. I don't like the tea when it's really too hot. It doesn't work for me. Okay, so that's my update as far as that goes, as far as pop culture. But in other breaking news that is really, really significant. Boy, here we go. This thing fell. I gotta get my some equipment. I just ordered a omnidirectional interview mic because I'm going to be doing some interviews with people. And well, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to sit this down. Today is a day of a bunch of paperwork that I got to take care of. It's already after 11. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 11, going on 11. But so now our president is it is now in Iran right now. The time difference is, I have to look on my other phone. I think they are 7, 8 hours ahead of us. Or is it 12? I'm thinking of that region. Anybody want to donate camera quick? Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So right now in Iran, it is at this time, they're 12 hours ahead, right? So look at my other phone. He's claiming that if they don't open up the Strait of Hormuz, that he is going to be using explosives. I don't know what I can and cannot say. So hold on one second. With that, Okay, so he's claiming that he's going to use explosives if they don't comply with his demands, with the demands of the United States. They're not going to. So that means that we are going to, and this phone needs a charge. We are going to be, oh, stock up. Stock up, everybody. Stock up. Um, stock up and pretend you're going to be in a bunker. That's the best advice I have for everybody. Stock up and pretend you're going to be living in a bunker, because when this goes on, you're going to see the gas prices increase. Right now where I am, yesterday I went out early, and it was 409, then it went up 10 cents. So yeah, this is where we are. This is where we are, and there's nothing that, well, there seems to be no getting through to him, because he is being misled and guided by Israel. That's what's happening. So Israel is pulling the leash, pulling the leash. Israel is pulling the leash, and while they pull the leash, the president has to, whichever way they pull the collar is the way he's going to have to fall in line. And so just expect for everything to be much higher. And this whole spiel that they were saying, oh, it's temporary. It's temporary. No, it's not temporary. It's going to remain, and it's going to stay like this. So they're not going to give in to the demands of Israel. They're not doing it. They're not doing it. So and the reason why they're using Legos to demonstrate how weak and how petulant and how small the United States is with this, because there was no preparation, zero preparation. You know what I think the preparation consisted of? I'm going to be very honest. I believe that the preparation for this newest illegal war was Pete Hegseth and Stephen Miller playing Call of Duty. That's what I think. I think that they played games on the whatever you call that machine, the Game Boy X, whatever that thing is called, and that they conjured up this idea that was presented to them by Israel, okay? And then they said, well, this is what we're going to do, because we've been planning these attacks with their geography. They don't know anything. They don't know nothing. So we are definitely in for some very, very global disorder, financial global disorder, food lines, all the above. And I don't have anybody. Thank you. I don't have anybody watching. But anyway, everybody, there's some people coming on. Just like I said, stock up, get what you need. Don't drive unless you have to. This is now going to make businesses shudder. This is what Israel wants. Israel wants total global disorder, so that they can then come in and claim to be the savior and cure and fix everything. The evangelicals have hijacked the government, right? The evangelicals and the Orthodox community have hijacked our government. And they are working together to create an Aryan greater nation, what they consider an Aryan greater nation. All right? So, with that being said, with the Aryan greater nation, Aryan Israeli greater nation, what does that entail? People like me being ostracized, people like me being outcast. Right? This is what they want. This is what they want. And they've had this plan set for a while. So while they have had their plan set for the greater Aryan Israeli nation, okay, Iran has had their plan. They've had their plan. And I can guarantee you that the plan that Iran has will far out excel the plan of the United States and Israel, because that's who's pulling the chain. Yep. Everybody have a good day. Stay safe. Be careful. Stock up. Um, Offices are going to have to close. People are not going to be able to afford gasoline. Lights are going to have to be cut off. Okay. Shorter showers. Right? See, because of America and the big asses that Americans have, that they have to constantly grab and grab, and everything is credit, grab, 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 grab. Have nothing for the future as far as to, to leave behind other than debt. So this is how the country has been built. And now people that have lived like this are going to be in for the biggest like shakedown, biggest clock reset, you know, and it's because of greed. It's because of greed, you know. So now everything is going to go back to simple times. I'm telling you right now. Mark my words. We're going to go back. Iran is like, okay, the most advanced country in the world, the most advanced country in the world. Okay, well, we're going to show you how advanced we are. And that's what they're doing. Anyway, everybody have a good day. Stay safe and well. Do the right thing. If you can help somebody, help somebody. Doesn't have to be, anything major. It could just be buying somebody a cup of coffee. Till next time, have a good one. Stay safe and well. Thanks for watching. Bye. And thank you for subbing. Thank you. Thank you.